Welcome, collectors and heavy equipment enthusiasts. Thank you once again for joining me for an all-new edition of Diecast Emporium. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at another entry in CCM's Contractor Collection. This is the Caterpillar 287D multi-terrain loader in 1/24 scale. So the real Cat 287D multi-terrain loader has a vertical lift design which delivers extended reach and lift height for quick and easy truck loading. Its standard suspended undercarriage system provided superior traction, flotation speed, and ride quality because of its very low ground pressure and minimal ground distribution across a wide range of underfoot conditions. It came equipped with a electronically controlled Cat C 3.3B DIT turbo engine which provided 74 horsepower with 8% more torque. This rugged, reliable engine met the US EPA Tier 4 final emission standards. The cab was equipped with operator comfort in mind, featuring a more spacious interior and simplified controls. Finally, the 287D came equipped with several new technologies at the time, including the exclusive to Cat ILEV system and electronic throttle, which was designed to increase efficiency while minimizing downtime and costs. Electronic snubbing of the lift arms, return to dig functionality, and work tool positioner automate processes commonly used throughout the day resulted in higher productivity. That's some information about the real machine. How about the model? This model was produced in 2017. 500 total were made in the production run, and it had an MSRP of $299.95, so just shy of $300 US. Unlike most classic construction models, this model, at the time that I am filming this review in the early part of 2022, is still available from CCM Direct. So, at the end of this video, if you decide you would like to add one of these to your personal collection, all you have to do is check out the link that I will provide in this video's description. Just click on that URL link. It will bring up ccm.com. You add this item to your cart, you check out, this thing gets shipped to your door, everybody's happy. Couldn't get any easier. So, this model also has a number of working features which really make this thing stand out. I have never seen a skid steer model, or technically a multi-terrain loader model, same thing, with as much functionality or detail that this machine packs. When I got this in my hands, I was pleasantly surprised to see that big things do come in small packages. So let's go ahead and begin the review with the decals and the details. And then towards the end, we'll get into the working features and, as we always do, my final thoughts. So, starting off with the decals and the details that are on this model. You can see already that per the usual CCM standard, the decals are of a first-class rate. Cat 287D stands out perfectly. High Flow XPS 2-speed, that's present on the other side as well. You have a warning label on the safety latch that is used to lock the arm in the upright position when the machine is undergoing maintenance. Taking a look at the unique to Cat design on the rubber tracks, I think it looks identical to the real machine. They really knocked it out of the park. Moving to the rear, here you can see the engine covering of the machine. It is perforated, and if I put the pointer, which is also provided with the model, over it, you can hear that. There you go. Cat, some lights, and then also down here there are two small and to scale tie-down point graphics that obviously would help you determine where you would tie this machine down to a small trailer. On the right side of the machine, you have some more warning labels that are perfectly legible right above the tracks. Another safety latch here in red. The same 287D and Cat graphics that I just mentioned, along with 2-speed High Flow XPS. Some more warning labels on the loader arms. Here we have a good look at the cab. The cab itself is actually pretty hefty and metal, and you can see that it is simulated glass with some plastic inserts on it, so it's actually just not see-through. It looks pretty good. On top, you can see the hydraulic line layouts used with flexible rubber hoses, and the exhaust, as well as the sunroof on top of the cab. Towards the front of the machine, another Cat logo. Our bucket has some wear plating edge on the front of it, although it's black, so it's hard to see on camera, but it is present. Here's another nice touch, which I'd love to see on all skid steer models, regardless of the scale, are the 3 hydraulic auxiliary ports. So essentially, if you were going to run, let's say, a brush or a coal planer, or really any other attachment, this is where you would plug those lines into. On the front of the cab, again, a windshield wiper, some anti-slip patterning or tread patterning on the stairs, and 2 forward-facing lights. That's it for the decals and the details. Let's turn our attention now to functionality. All right, to start off functionality, let's see just how well this machine moves. And although it is on tracks, they are rubber tracks, and I have to tell you, the mechanism works great. Here you can see that the sprocket and the 2 rollers are moving, which aids the tracks to drive in either direction. That mechanism works perfectly. So our machine is now on site. Let's see how the loader arms and the bucket perform. We bring up our loader arms to here. Without forcing anything, that's about as high as it will go, which again is pretty reasonable to this size machine and to its scale limitations. You can bring the bucket back to here. You can dump it to a discharge angle of about here, which again is excellent. Nothing to complain about there. You can get all of your material out of your bucket with no problems. Taking a look at the lower end of things, we will bring it down to here, where you can achieve an excellent cut angle. So good, in fact, that it does lift the first third of the machine off the ground. And for a cutting angle, or for a carry angle, I should say, excuse me, your carry angle is very good, especially when you move the loader arms about level with the top portion of the cab. We're not done with functionality just yet. This machine packs a couple little nice, subtle CCM details, which I personally really enjoy. Let's start out at the back. I mentioned before in the details that our engine cover, our engine hatch, had perforations through it. Let's take the supplied pointer, put it right here in this little inviting notch in the side of it, open it up, take a look at those details inside. Not only do we have a collection of mechanical components inside, but a bunch of them have decals on them, and a bunch of them have different colors and such. Here's obviously a bunch of your liquid filler tanks, your filters, all kinds of nice fun things in there. And it's fun to look at. And you wonder how closely that actually replicates the real machine. If you were to take this out to a cat dealer and put this up next to the real one, how closely would they match up? So that's the back. Let's look at the front. So, to mimic a real-world situation, let's say we need some maintenance done, we will raise our loader arms up to here and tilt our cab up. So that's what the cab looks like when it's raised. And you can see the details that are present underneath. Overall, I am extremely impressed with the Classic Construction Models 124 scale Caterpillar 287D multi-terrain loader. Again, one of the 4 models currently in their Contractor Collection. At the time that I am filming this review, as I said before, you can still get this directly from CCM. It is $299.95, a very, very reasonable price, and I think this would make a great addition to anyone's collection. Before I sign off, I do want to go ahead and show you the literature that comes with this model, specifically the spec brochure. I always encourage everybody to hang on to these because not only is it part of your model, and you should treat it as such, but it acts as your serial number as well. So in this case, I have serial number 364 out of the 500. You can see here that the model that is shown here, the model of the real machine, is a 277D, not a 287D. But if you open this up, you can see other photos of the multi-terrain loader by Cat. The first one that we saw was a 257. Here's a 287 down here. So it seems as though this is the entire multi-terrain loader product line in this spec brochure. So there you go, guys. That will conclude this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments section below. As always, I am Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care, be safe, be well. I'll see you in the next review.